Peace and love, family, peace and love. I am Phoenix Rising. I want to welcome you back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. As always, I'll never begin a video without first reminding you of how amazing you are, how powerful you are, and how grateful I am that you're here. So in today's video, I wanted to talk to you about how I managed to turn $4.39 into six figures. Crazy. I honestly am still super overjoyed by the entire process and just the abundance that the Most High continues to bless me with. So pretty much I've been led to make a video about my process and what that looked like, the good, the bad, the ugly, the pretty, all of it. So let's hop right in. So many of you know that I had a daughter in April 2022. That's my girl, that's my everything. April the 25th to be exact. However, when I found out that I was pregnant, I was not in a position to have a baby. I'm gonna be completely honest. I could barely take care of myself because I was running out of money, and then I was relying on my credit cards to kind of support me financially and my bills, and y'all, it just was not working out. When I found out I was pregnant, I was like, hell no. Like, we ain't doing it like this. So I had a huge decision to make. And when I made that decision to keep Phoenix, I knew that some shit had to shake. I knew that, at that point, I'm like, I had to surrender. I'm like, God, look, I cannot do this without you. I need you to really step in. Not that God doesn't always step in, but I was like, look, I am surrendering completely, because if things are going to go the way that I want them to go, that they're supposed to go, I'm going to need all hands on deck, from my spiritual guides, my angels, everybody. Because I'm like, oh, the way that my account's set up, it just don't look pretty. So at one point, in my pregnancy, I literally only had $4.39 to my name. And I remember just crying because I'm like, how in the hell am I going to support myself and my daughter with this? Like, she don't deserve that. That's when I knew, like, I gotta do something. So God heard my cry for help and sent me the Bureau Bullies. Major shout out to the Bureau Bullies. The Bureau Bullies introduced me to consumer law. And it was so amazing because I was in a space where I did not have the funds to, hire a consultant. I didn't have the funds to do anything. I couldn't buy any books. And so the Bureau Bullies, their Instagram page is full of free information. And honestly, I was able to take what I was learning from their reels and apply it. But it also gave me that foundation to continue to study. And the more I studied, y'all, the more I went down the rabbit hole, the more I was like, whoa. I shared this. So I didn't want to share anything until I started to see results for myself, because I never want to lead someone down a road that I have not been down personally. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to document this entire process. If things pan out and work the way that I believe that they're going to work for me, I'm going to share this information with anyone and everyone. I started to get results. I started to share with my immediate family. My immediate family started to share with their friends, and it was awesome. And I had a conversation with a really close friend of mine, and she basically was like, you should definitely, put your entire journey into like a documentary or put it into a book or something and sell that. And I was like, nah, I don't really feel comfortable doing that. This is freedom. I don't want to sell freedom. And she was just saying, like, it's your energy, though. It's not necessarily the freedom, because they have the same exact, opportunity to go get it out the mud the way that you did. I was like, okay. During my process, as I started to learn more, I was hungry and eager to share. So I ended up hopping on board with the company as a volunteer. I was doing free consultation. I was writing books. I was doing a lot of behind the scenes for volunteer. At the time when I had $4 in my bank account, I was under the impression that I would eventually move from a volunteer position into a paid position with this company, but that didn't happen. And the clock was ticking. I had a baby coming really soon. So that's when I realized like I need to figure something out. So I decided to follow my friend's advice and put my journey into a book. And I called this book The Phoenix Rising Templates. And this book was pretty much from start to finish every letter I have ever written to Marian TransUnion and Equifax. It also had links to videos that really inspired me. It had links to the Instagram page of the viewer bullies, like the certain reels that took me to the next level. And so I just put everything together and I called it the Phoenix Rising Templates, and went and incorporated a business in my baby's name, and I decided to sell the product. So oh geez. So basically that $4.39 inspired me to get out of that volunteer position and go do my own damn thing, because the same energy that I'm putting forth, you know, to help this company, I could be putting that same energy towards doing something for myself, for my daughter most importantly. So I put it on my Instagram page and I just said, like, look, I put my credit journey in a book. If you guys are interested, here's the book, here's the link to purchase it. But also, if you don't have $100, here's how you can go get the same information for free. So that pretty much made me feel so much better about even putting a price tag on it, because I'm like, look, you can either get what I put together or here are the resources. You know what I mean? Go get it. Here's free learning. Go get it. Go study. If you find something new, tell me. Let's do a study group or something. The first week I sold the book, $6,000 in the first week. I was like, oh my God. Like, what? And then I ended up taking $500 out of that $6,000 and had a consultation with a really good friend of mine based out of Texas. He specializes in, estate planning, setting up a trust, financial assistance. And I donated $500 to him. And I was like, look, help me get my baby set up, please. So created a account just for Phoenix. All the sales from the books were going into that account for Phoenix. And then as far as her life insurance, it was certain things that I could not do until she was actually born. You know, making that decision to do my own thing is what ultimately helped me move from $4.39 to six figures. And as far as building my business and networking, it started with just word of mouth. I started getting on weekly study calls with just my friends, and they were like, wow. And so they were sending me donations here and there. And then, it's been an amazing process. And then I got really savvy with Canva, because I didn't have no extra money at the time to hire a graphic designer. So I downloaded Canva for free and I started making my own flyers on Canva. I was doing everything for the business and everything. So I pretty much am an example that you can monetize your story. So whatever your life experience has been, if you feel that your life experience can help the next person, it is okay for you to monetize it. Absolutely fine. Turn your story into a lucrative brand. You can do it. I am an example that it can be done. I am Phoenix Rising. Literally went from $4 to six figures in 9 months. That's wild. And honestly, never in a million years did I think that would be my story. I'm very optimistic. I'm always that person that believes that, what's for me is for me. To have firsthand experience going from $4 to six figures has been life-changing for me. My daughter was my inspiration because I did not want her to be born into struggle. Did not want my daughter to be born into poverty. I wanted her to be born into her best life. So I did what I needed to do to make sure that my daughter is living her best life. And so with that being said, my mother is my right-hand woman. She's a director of the Phoenix Rising Academy. She's just amazing. And now she's teaching me stuff. She's a Metro 2 expert and she is teaching me the game. She is teaching me Metro 2 and I'm on fire all over again. So my mom and I are actually doing a 5-day credit boot camp. We're going to give you the foundation to have a beautiful and fabulous credit portfolio. Because there's a lot of different ways to go about achieving financial freedom. But in my experience, that credit piece is still very important. You know, I know how to get what I need regardless of a credit score, but I just find that, you know, using their tools to play their game and then beat them at their game is the path of the least resistance. And that's what I subscribe to, the path of the least resistance. Shout out to Abraham Hicks. My mom and I are doing a 5-day credit boot camp. And it's a credit boot camp because we're going to give you all the sauce in 5 days. I'm excited about that because it gives us the opportunity to share a lot of different things and it create a space for you to get what you need to lay that foundation. Because good credit really goes a long way. You don't necessarily need credit. You don't need it. You can most certainly live without it. Your life is not dependent on your credit score. I will say that. And nobody can put a value on you. And your credit does not determine your worthiness. I'm just going to put that out there. Your credit does not determine how amazing and valuable you are. So if you out here, you know, applying for things and getting denied and feeling like shit because you're getting denied, your credit does not determine your worthiness. So we're going to talk about that in the 5-day boot camp as well. But pretty much what this is playing the game and beating them at their own game. So I hope that you found something valuable in today's video. I want to encourage you not to give up. I want to encourage you to follow your dreams. And most importantly, I want to encourage you to give yourself the same energy that you give these other companies that you have worked for before. Give yourself the same energy, if not more. You know what I mean? Like if you got to wake up at 4 o'clock to go punch a clock, wake up at 4 o'clock to work on your business and work on yourself. Because I promise you it's going to benefit you tremendously in the long run. So that's all I have for now. I love you so much. Make sure you look out for our 5-day credit boot camp. We're giving you everything. I'm telling you, my mama is fire. Miss Nicole, her name on Instagram is Life Revitalized. She's also a board certified therapist. She's amazing. I'm gonna do a whole nother video just about her. I'm just honored that my mom, my best friend, my business partner is able to collaborate with me and change the world and promote freedom. So again, I'll see you soon. I love you. Peace.